We're not on, lads.
Are
Are
we
we?
live?
We didn't do any
are
sound checks.
live.
Give us 2 seconds there now.
2 seconds.
In this California king bed with him.
Enough.
1,000 miles apart.
Enough.
I've been
that is enough.
California
46.
wishing.
No, that's the worst you've sang.
Is it?
I say it every week.
We didn't do anything there. It's like it just arrived and it's just like clap, like let's start.
Welcome to episode
46 from AVH 46.
Oh, no, that's a GDPR issue.
I know.
Have I ever heard one?
We're gonna have to.
That was you like,
I'd be flipping fucking ring lights and everything. And we. Oh no, we didn't do 45.
46.
No.
Pick up sticks. What were you going to say? No, what?
No. I was going to say nothing. That'd be a major GDPR issue. We'd have to burn the whole podcast if I said that.
Oh, what were you going to say?
Can't say it now.
Okay.
Because
Tell me after, will you?
It'd be a GDPR issue for me. Don't care about your GDPR shit. Mine's important.
Come here. How was Switzerland?
Oh yeah. I was thinking about driving over here. I was like, right, so what day is it today? We're gone bi-weekly. This is really fucking with my mind now.
It's really fucking with us, isn't it?
So
Like, we don't have the time for weekly, but it fucks with your
do you know
head
what?
when you're doing
It gives-
bi-weekly.
Yeah, but you know what? It gives makes us think a little bit more, doesn't
Like,
it?
do you think our organisers would be sick of listening to our shite? Like, not sick
4
of it,
weeks
but like,
prior to it happening.
yeah, like,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. So basically, I'm going to my Hollybops. We're recording now, obviously. We're going bi-weekly. I'm going to my Hollybops now in a few days. I'm off to Paris for the few days and off to Switzerland for the few days after.
the week or 10 days.
The week or 10 days. But this is coming out in about a fortnight's time. So my holidays are going to be behind me then. So you won't hear about my holidays for another 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, but it gives you something to look forward to, doesn't it?
You better fucking take notes on them holidays or you forget.
No, lads, I've given up taking notes now.
I know.
Like I gave that up about 40 episodes ago.
How was your week?
The week or 10 days was great now.
No, I mean like your actual week, not the holidays.
I know, yeah. No, great week now, busy. The bank holiday weekend just gone. I didn't do too much. It was Grandad's birthday. Had to celebrate that. That was a great day. 89, feeling fine. And
he looks great, doesn't
Not
he?
marking his face.
And he poofing out
No,
of
he
that.
fucking loves that pipe.
That pipe.
Loves it. He said, I brought him out.
Does
and
he be
like,
sentient?
he was like, it's great. No, because a pipe, it's a different... like when the pipe's lit, when it's live and in action, it smells. It's a real... Well, it just reminds me of like...
Reminds me of Mr. Follen.
Years ago. Like
Mr.
that
Follen
smell.
in Schoolwara.
School, yeah. I never had
do
him.
you not remember that
No,
smell?
I remember him smoking a pipe.
I
all right.
never had him, but
Neither did I. You'd smell it on the yard.
he used to be in the room beside us and he'd smell it in the corridor.
He was smoking in the classroom, like. Oh, lads, I don't remember that.
Do you know what? I always think back to it, right? And I always ask, like, I have a few older stylists in my salon that have worked in hairdressing for 30 years. So like in the 80s and all, like their clients would have held their ashtray while they were having a
doing
fag.
an old curly Sue blow dry.
Like honestly, they'd be doing a head of mesh with the fag hanging out of them out and they'd be like that.
But do you not
Oh, that
remember
dirty.
when we... you Vice Pops going everywhere.
Yeah.
Do you not remember when we started in the Holy HFSS? Remember... So say you're in the main
I've never
hall.
called a HFSS before.
I always call it HFSS. Say you're looking at the stage. Now this is my recollection. I haven't been in it in about fucking 15 years, probably more. No. Yeah, about 15 years.
No, it's
14 years, yeah. So if you're looking at the stage, you know, exit stage right. You know, like the double doors out of the locker area.
I'm with you, yeah.
And then there's a stairs up.
Yeah.
But before you go up that stairs, there's a room to the right hand side there. That used to be the smoking room.
For who? Teachers?
Yeah. I remember when we were in first year, they were definitely smoking there. I'm really sure I remember it. Used to open and fucking billows of smoke coming out.
Yeah.
I'm really sure, unless now I'm
I
managing
remember
it.
you open it and the women's knickers be around their ankles. Like, oh, put your willy away, Harry.
But
I don't remember that, but like I would like just imagine being in getting your hair done and a fucking like hairdryer going and ashes flying everywhere. and all.
Yeah.
Like just logistically a nightmare. If you ask
like
me.
even never mind hairdressers. Imagine smoking in a pub. Do you
Well,
do you remember?
What do you mean? Do you remember? Like you go away to Turkey or whatever and you can still smoke.
I honestly haven't been. I haven't been somewhere in recent memory that you can smoke indoors.
Someone, I actually seen a TikTok last week of someone that was in Portugal and they were like, do you know the way people go, Portugal, right? And they're like, why does this happen? Why does that happen? And one of them was like a video of a lad lighting up a fag in a nightclub, kind of late bar, smoking away. I don't know what said that. He was smoking away.
I think it was brought in there before it was brought in here.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
that's
he
a
was
lie.
in a club and he was smoking.
No, it was brought in here before it was brought in there. They were very soon after us though. So like that's in my mind. I'm like, I can't remember being anywhere that you can smoke indoor in recent years. Like
Like, I can't remember the last time, but Jesus. Oh, no, do you remember? Well, no, we probably weren't allowed to smoke inside, but we did.
Where was
in the River Casino.
we were smoking in there, weren't we?
No, do you remember there was like a box out the back?
I'm just really nervous. There's a cat on my feet. Is there?
Where is she?
Oh, Becky. Oh.
No, she's grand. Little Kuro. Hi, baby. Do you want to get on telly?
There's vermin in the podcast studio, lads.
But remember River?
Yeah, the River Casino. I frequented it once or twice.
And you'll be absolutely gambling your life away, trying to run to the ATM. And you used to be able to drink for free if you were gambling.
And toasties on tap.
Never had a toast in my life.
No,
sir.
neither did I. I was too busy drinking.
Too busy gambling and
I've
drinking.
seen plenty of toasties being given out, all right.
But there was a box out the back that was supposedly outdoor smoking. But like,
Oh yes.
do you remember?
No, it was like a cliff. It was like you're on like the edge of a building.
Like I vaguely remember it. But
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
a
yeah.
memory for you. That was the last time I remember smoking inside.
Yeah.
So I suppose that was about 13, 12,
That was a
13
good while
years
ago, to be fair.
Yeah.
But how do we go on to that? The smell of a pipe. It's a gorgeous smell. It is.
Look, you remembered that. I wouldn't have.
It's a nice smell.
And did Grandad have a lovely 89th birthday?
Great birthday now.
Did he?
Delighted, yeah.
Ah.
Chilled bits.
Did he have a brandy?
No, he has the whiskey.
The whiskey?
He had 2 whiskies, did he? Oh, he had one at dinner.
Tell us what you called your granddad.
What I called him?
What do you call him?
Papa.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, Papa.
Papa.
Always. It's always been Papa.
Like, why call my granddad?
No, never called him grandma before. I like when I'm speaking about him or speaking to other people about him.
You call him
I
Papa?
call him granddad.
Oh, dear.
Because like some people be like, what? But like it's Papa.
Right.
Always has been.
It's so cute.
Really? I
And-
see. That's what I like. That's what like since we were kids, it's always been Papa. So like, it's just
And
normal.
what was your other granddad? Is he granddad?
I can't remember, but yeah, granddad. Oh yeah, when we were talking about him, like granddad. Yeah.
Because when I was growing up, I had a granny and a nanny. So
Right,
I had
okay.
like granny and nanny. It wasn't like, do you know the way some people call like they just have grannies?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
just
I used to have
nanas?
grannies.
You used to have 2 grannies?
Yeah. But again,
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I only remember one, like, you know.
I remember both my grannies and still have one. Shout out to Evelyn, the real Evelyn.
The real deal, Evelyn.
We call her Evelyn. She puts the
Why is
Evelyn
that?
in just because.
Is she evil? She's not evil.
A few brandies, she do that.
Yeah. No, she do anything for a few brandies.
She do anything for
She's
a few
dead right as
brandies
well.
as
Why
well.
not? Like, why
Um,
would you be getting? Why would you doing anyways? Have living your life.
Does Papa drink much?
No, he'd have like he might, I don't know why he has now, but probably like a whiskey.
Just the odd one or two.
Like 2 for that whole day. Like that'd do him enough. Like
I
you know.
mean, Granny lives for the sauce.
Yeah, no.
Like, I'd imagine if I was in my 80s, I'd live for the sauce too.
if I was in my I'm in my 30s.
Yeah,
Live for the sauce,
for
do
the
you know what I mean?
sauce. No,
Bit
I'm
crack.
going the opposite way.
Are you?
Yeah.
No, I still love a bit of crack.
So tell me the rest of the week. So, Pop's
Yeah,
birthday.
so that was the bank holiday weekend. Was working for the majority of the week. I went to Punchestown on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Now, lads, again, this is from when you're listening to it. This is about 2.5 weeks ago, but what a bloody day!
Oh, what a night.
What a day! What a night!
You
Honest
went on
to
the
God,
Thursday, and do you know
I went
what? I
on
heard
the
it's a new
Thursday.
Friday.
I seen a few videos from Friday. You'll be able to vouch for it. You were there, but
Yeah.
like, and you hear some stories that ladies say does be absolutely
Thronged.
trying to get a drink or trying to do anything or whatever. Blah
Trying
blah
to
blah.
get a few chips and Abra.
No, like, so Thursday was just bliss. I could not recommend. I'm a life goer now.
Oh, yeah.
I was looking up if there was flat racing on the Curragh on Monday. But it was only it was a Newbridge Parish fundraiser. I was like, no, I just want the real deal. Like, no, I'm
Oh,
all
there's
now.
actual horse racing there though.
No, there was, yeah,
You
yeah.
just didn't want the face paint,
It
etc.
wasn't a proper like meat, you know. I am hooked. Hooked.
And come here.
Yeah.
When you go to the races,
Yes.
like, do you be in it? Like, you're actually watching the races?
Every single race.
Yeah, like
we all did. And we changed locations. So the first race, we went down to the fence and stood at the finish line.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, our horse came in.
It's called the winning post.
The winning post. Apologies.
Of course.
So yeah, we watched one from there, and then we went kind of halfway up we were in the reserve enclosure, so there was like a kind of smaller stand than the grandstand. Watched one from a height up there, you can see everything, it's great. Then we watched 1 or 2 on a screen, and then we went to the big tent and watched one. So we got a bit of it all in, you know. 8 races in total.
See, I loved, right, we'd
Nice.
put our bets on. Then we go to the parade ring.
Yes.
Have a look.
Yeah, we went to the parade ring and all.
Have a look at the little
yeah,
baby.
yeah.
And then
The little
back
baby.
out, the little big baby. And
Big
then
baby.
back out to watch them all lose. Because all I did was bet on donkeys.
Really? Really? Not a winner between us.
There was one
You
race
couldn't
where
buy
there
a
were
winner.
7 horses.
Yeah.
Right? I
They're
went
the
for,
harder ones.
I
I'm
went
telling
for
you to
3
make
of
money
them.
on.
I went for 3 of the fuckers, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Producer went for 2. We
None
had
of yous.
5 fuckers in the race. I got 1 each way. Win. He came second.
Fucking hell.
Honest to God. Like that is the pits,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
You had 2 great wins, did you?
We had 2 nice. Well, we collectively 5 of us went, so we did a little collective pool at the beginning of the day, which is a great idea.
Right.
So we all put 30 quid in
Right.
each, and so what did that give us? I was doing the calculation at the beginning. I was like, that'll give us 100 quid. So if we put tenner win on 7 races, we'll have 30 euro for a bottle of prosecco. We had 150 euro. Everyone gave me their money. I was like, oh wait, we have 150 euro. I couldn't even, yeah, wasn't a great
bleeding
start.
dick.
And
Yeah.
my bank manager. So we all put 30 quid in, so we had 150 kitty say. And first race we went tenner each way. We just picked a horse. I had an old read of the programme or whatever, and I just happened to pick the first horse, 11-1. Came in, and we had a tenner each way, so we got like 158 back.
Fuck.
We did it with the lads, you see, you get the better. I'd be.
Do you be up there with the lads?
Oh, up and in them.
No, I'd be scared of them.
No, they were
you
they were
have cash
lovely
as well?
Yeah, we were all.
Cash is
I was
king.
all wheeling dealing cash that day.
Right.
Had the purse, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And so that's it. So we didn't realise, but like we got 160 odd quid back off that.
After
you
Dublin money
you
then.
get the win, yeah. So then it was kind of after that we were on a high. You can only imagine, and we drinks, and sure by the end of it we're like, right, 20 win, you know,
Yeah.
20 each way. So came to the last race, which was a flat race. And I wasn't keeping I had a separate little zip in my bag, so I was like, I'll keep it all in there. I just keep fucking horsing them in, horsing out, whatever. Like none of the girls give a shite. I was like, right lads, what horse going on? They're like, you pick, we don't care. Like they didn't even know
give
about
shite.
it.
Right.
They just wanted
Yeah.
me to do it, so I'd be happy out doing
Yeah.
it. And then we were all putting on our own individual bets as well, obviously. All of us.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Like, if
And
you're
we're
gonna
all
gamble,
up
you're
with the
gonna
men.
gamble hard.
We're all up with the men.
No, I
like.
wouldn't even go near the men.
No, loving the great crack.
I do the bets online on the app.
No,
Don't
no,
even
no,
go
that's
into
not-
Toad.
No, just stop.
But I
That's
do
half
like
the fun of
having
it.
your little piece of paper though. Mr.
Yeah.
Producer was going up to the lads.
Yeah.
But like my
Oh,
odds
no, I
were
had to
better
have
on
the
the app.
programme rolled up. Carolyn said to me, we were walking as well, she's like, I need a programme to hit. I was all rolled up, you know, banging it off the oh no, really into it. But at the end, the last race then, I was like, right, I better see how much we are. So lads, we were there obviously the whole day. God, we were supposed to be fucking 7 or 8 hours in at this stage, maybe not that long. But I opened up the kitty, gave you 30 back, gave everyone back their 30 euro.
Stop.
And we still had 45 quid or whatever. So I think 10, go put a tenner on this last race and a win on any horse or whatever. So like subconsciously I'm like, I got a free day. Like I didn't, because I'm buying drinks and I'm betting myself as well. But I had a nice win in the last race just individually.
Oh.
Had a 5 win on 25-1 shout.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So what you get back?
Sorry, €4 win on 25. I got €104 back.
Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
and I did that one online because I had like
Yeah.
€6
In free bet.
left in my account.
Yeah.
And lads, I'm like, don't be fooled. Like I don't think
You're no
you
tipster.
have any idea about horses.
Not a clue. Sure,
like
all I backed was donkeys.
not like I would recognise a few names now, but like I wouldn't have a clue about the reform and all this shite.
I do enjoy the colours.
Yeah.
The colour of the jockeys' skins, or what do you call them? Silks.
Silks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The colour of the silks.
But I had €6. I put €1 on a 200 to 1 horse. I put €1 on a 200 to 1 horse.
Yeah.
And I put €4 on a 22 to 1, but you get best odds guaranteed with lads books. And I got 25 to 1. I got the 104 back. So then my day was definitely paid for, wasn't it?
Oh, 100%. And
Yeah.
if it wasn't, it's the euphoria, the experience.
No, one race, and we lost one race in particular. It was third last.
In
it was
funicular.
in funicular. We watched it in the big tent. Did you go into the big?
No,
it was
mate.
called a Sky Bar.
Yeah.
It was the big
It's
tent
down
with the
bottom,
massive.
it's the reserved enclosure.
I was trying to picture this. Was that only reserved enclosure? Because it was
Rammed. Most people get reserved enclosure.
'cause
it's only an
the
extra tenner.
Yeah. Well, because that's what the band were. That was where the crack was. The crack. It was on wheels.
Yeah.
Seen a few videos from ladies there. Now it looked twice as rammed. This day was rammed, but like grand.
Yeah.
We watched the second or third last race in there, and collectively we had a 20 win in hindsight we should have did each way, but at this stage I think for shite we were all in for the big bucks. I didn't want to know
Yeah.
about an each way bet.
No.
Didn't want to know about place
No,
winning.
you were getting
no.
it. Yeah,
if
right.
I'm not getting like, you know,
Well,
in the
is
hundreds,
each
I
way
don't
not
want
the
it.
same? Like, if you get the win, you still get the best odds, no?
Yeah, no. Each way is like
Each way just means they
you
give
get
you the
50
places.
odds. Yeah, you get
yeah,
50
but
odds.
if they're not a first.
So say that again to me.
So if you, let's say, put an each way bet
Yes.
on a horse that comes first,
Yeah.
you still get the 25-1.
Oh, and yeah, so like
But if they come second, you'll get a quarter of the odds then.
or 50 the yeah, whatever
50.
they're giving out.
Yeah.
You get the win and the place if it comes first.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's
So
how
why wouldn't you always do an each way
because it
bet?
costs you double. So like we put
yes,
20
yes.
win on. If we wanted to do
You wanted a tenner each way.
you're half in your
Yes,
win
yes,
pot.
yes.
Or if you want to do 20 each way, it's double the cost for you.
Yeah,
so
forgot
we did
that.
we did a 20 win on Rachel Blackmore's Cure Sublime, I think it was called.
Did you win?
It was 22-1, so it wasn't a favourite. We just picked it. We were like, oh, Rachel's, you know, right well or whatever. 20 win on, and it got pipped.
At the post.
Oh, she nearly turned it over. Would have been a massive win for us now.
Would have been a
Not
massive
that it
win.
mattered because we were high on life.
No, but I get emotional for Rachel. Do you?
She's a great sportswoman, yeah.
Yeah, love her.
Great now.
Like, she is the people's champ.
Yeah.
Like, we
Oh,
were.
she had many winners at Punchestown, did she?
She had
Few, did she?
honey. She had a win with Honeysuckle on the Friday.
Of course, yeah.
And Pa was there.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
met Pa for one race.
16,
and
sweet 16, sure.
That's the number.
Honeysuckles ran in 16 races and won 16 times.
races. Yeah, like Honeysuckle was a huge talking point of the day.
She loads of the thoughts pulled it. Wouldn't let you have a bet in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. 1 to 5 on or something.
But Pa had bet on a different horse, but he was all, "Come on, Rachel!" I was like, "Pa,
Yeah.
thought you said you had so and so." And he's like, "I do, but I like to see Rachel winning."
Yeah.
because he's
But
a real sportsman.
I
for
said
the
it to. We met a few horsemen out in McCormick's and Naas afterwards, and we were talking about the following day. And I asked, he was an ex-jockey. I was like, how do people bet like against Honeysuckle, or like how do people bet on Honeysuckle? Like, what's the point? He was like, you don't. You just enjoy the race.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, all these horse people like are mad. Like they know about horses, like be enjoying watching it and all.
Yeah.
Whereas we're all in it for the money.
Oh, literally.
But they're like, you don't. You just enjoy, like watch the magic happen. Like, you know.
Right.
But yeah.
It is a great sport, and
We're in.
Oh, like you were saying, you went here, you went there, you went everywhere. Like I literally was at that winning post every race.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Do you know, I was at the parade ring watching the jockeys come in afterwards. Like,
Yeah.
I love
seeing it all.
Yeah, I love it. Love how dirty they are and everything.
Yeah,
Now,
filthy.
Saturday
Seen a
looked
bad
like a
fall
washout.
as well now.
Did you?
Can't remember who it was. It was
Thankfully, we had no falls.
right at the last jump, because that was literally right
Yeah,
at the.
before
We were
the
up in
winning
the
post.
stands for this one in the
Yeah.
reserve closure, looking down. So you get a great view of the whole race, but you can still see a screen.
Yeah.
You're not too far from the winning post. You're not too far from the last jump.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get near a jump for one of them. But great day out. I'd recommend it to anyone.
Oh, yeah.
Like into it or not.
Do you want to book Cheltenham for next year?
Like, you know, all I want to do, like even before this, I knew I'd love Cheltenham.
Yeah.
But I think it was actually the same horse people were telling us. There is the April and March meet, or the April meet, and then there's the November meet.
All right.
Better to go to the
November meet.
Yeah, I can only imagine Cheltenham like.
I can only imagine the cold in November.
Yeah, but I can imagine the throngs of people.
Can you imagine how much money? Maybe we should
You
just
need.
take the week off and head to Neeson's.
No, I'd love to. No, I do plan to take a few. It's always Paddy's week, isn't it? No, I need to take a few days off. I feel like I'm only ever off one day for Cheltenham. I need to take a few days off that weekend.
Yeah, just
like that,
enjoy it.
like Paddy's Day this year, because we were out the night before. I sat down and watched the full
Yeah.
race, and Paddy's had a great day as well.
Yeah.
Not even a drink had, like.
No.
Just mad about it.
But you won a few bob that day as well.
Yeah, I wonder if you about that day. And last Cheltenham was a
You're a
great Cheltenham.
terrible gambler. And do you know why? Because you keep winning.
I mean,
I don't, but I still fucking gamble.
Yeah,
like I
yeah,
would
yeah.
still be like, no, $5 win now, $5 each way, and I've never won a cent.
you have.
I haven't won a dicky bird.
I haven't, like, last Cheltenham I didn't, like, had a place on like a fucking 66-1. That's the only thing that kept me going or whatever. It wasn't much. But yeah.
So any other trials and tribulations now of the week?
No, how was your week?
Oh, I had a
Tell us
great
about
week.
your bank holiday weekend and whatnot.
I didn't get up to too much now, but I got up to loads at the same time.
Yeah.
Really cut back, scaled it back on my healthy eating.
Scale the healthy eating back.
Yeah,
okay.
right back.
Right back.
So I
Pare
mean-
back. What's that, lads?
Someone dead.
Steele's here.
deals here, yeah.
That's all it is.
Oh, I was like, what was that?
Let's roll back the healthy eating.
Yeah, we really pared back to healthy eating for the bank holiday and tried
Same.
to pile as many calories into my body as humanly possible.
Okay.
And we're really feeling the adverse effects now on
Okay.
the bank holiday Tuesday.
Right, okay.
But had a great day racing in Punchestown.
Yeah.
No
No winners.
No
Unfortunately.
wins to report. Got the nicest Abra curry chips I've ever had at the races.
You said about
But
every
you
curry
know
chips you
what?
get.
I meant to say it to you. Wearing heels as a human female adult.
I'd like to touch on this when you have a minute.
Well, like, it's been 2 years since, like, my last race meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 years since I've stood in stilettos on uneven ground.
Grass, gravel,
Gravel.
steps.
Oh my God, it's not for the faint-hearted.
So you went the ladies' days. You were
I felt
nearly
like I was in
obliged.
Celebrity SAS.
You were nearly obliged to
I was
go whole hog.
Yeah.
Me, myself and the women went whole hog.
Yeah.
Like I
Dressed
70
up.
quid spent before even setting foot inside Punch, getting the hair and the makeup, the whole ship's done.
Yeah.
And we had a great day, and I'm delighted we did it.
Yeah.
And we're all pics and glam and having the best time ever. And there was a bit of fashion there, a bit of glamour there.
there always
as
is
you're
every day,
always
yeah.
is, yeah. Obviously, fashion or ladies' day
Day
takes
is
the
a lot
biscuit
higher,
or whatever.
yeah.
But when we're looking around, I was like, lads, at least we know for next year, because I'll go Thursday again. I wouldn't go late. I've no interest in going ladies' day.
Yeah.
And the reason we picked Thursday, because we're scrolling on the website, it's like the party really ramps up on the Thursday. I was like, Thursday, girls. We're going Thursday.
Yeah.
Because I think like Thursday and Friday are the big kind of the best crack days, I
Saturday's
suppose.
family day, like Thursday's
Yeah.
when it kind of gets going. Like
Yeah.
people do a few
But
days.
I'd be going in the fucking riding boots.
Yeah.
And the chaps
But I
next
feel
year.
like you could wear anything, even on Ladies' Day. You see it all.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you have your people that are there for the race and they're
Yeah.
involved in the yards or
Yeah, I
they're-
love that.
Yeah. Like
Do you know what I loved? Like, never mind the dresses, like, and all the fabulous glamour
suits.
and the few lads you see in the suits, whatever. No, I seen particularly, I think I seen once or twice, like just myself and yourself, like two female friends, but these friends might be in their 60s, these women,
Yeah.
and they'd be up. No, but they were in the check blade, like they're horse people.
yeah, with a hat on.
Yeah, hat with a little like fedora with a
Fedora,
little like
yeah.
feather and all coming
Yeah.
off it. They've binoculars, like
It's
a white
not
shirt.
their first rodeo, no,
like
no,
they're
no.
there for the race. and
Yeah.
white shirt, like the check kind of tan suede
Mm.
blazers. Like love that. I'm looking at them and like, yes, girl. Like
Yes,
love,
queen. Yeah.
love that for you girls.
She's giving
women.
me horse vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like they know what that horse had for its fucking breakfast.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And how it came out.
As well, probably the same people aren't gambling.
No.
They're there watching the race. Like
Sure, you know Johnny Mac.
Huh?
Johnny Mac doesn't gamble.
yeah.
No, he doesn't gamble.
That's true.
And
yeah.
he's with the horses morning, noon and night.
So he'd know, like, and he'd be hearing the inside who's been held back and
Yeah.
who's been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, doesn't gamble.
We should honestly turn his podcast into like a racing post.
Yeah, maybe we should get
podcast
Pat
or
on
something.
so we actually have official information
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Pat listened to this and I'd be disgusted but we didn't give the correct information.
Yeah,
Like
we're
the
all-
last
we're
time.
all-
We're all
yeah.
geldings, fucking mares.
Fillies.
Oh, lads, actually went for some brunch in...
Where did that come from? Do you have a Philly cheesesteak or something?
No, in Kildare House Hotel, is that what it's called? It used to be the Derby
Yeah,
House.
Derby House Hotel.
So Kildare House Hotel. And you go in to the loos and it says fillies and...
Mares?
Maybe it says mares. No,
And geldings and-
colts and fillies. And I was like that. Oh, like there's no indication what's female and male other than the name.
Oh,
and I was
sorry.
like,
Right, okay.
right, okay. I was like talking to myself. It was a quiet day. There was no one around. And I was like, fine filly. Okay, that's a woman. I'm off into the fillies. I was terrible.
I would be
confused.
starting into the colds. Now, bother on me.
I was nothing short of running out and getting my
Googling.
phone and Googling it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had my
yeah.
phone on the table. I was fuming.
Oh,
but come
stop.
here. Question on everyone's lips was, how many dicks?
Stop it, Evelyn. Now,
Up
we're
to
having a
Thursday.
lovely
Up to
conversation. None.
And how did you get onto the bus with all the sexy men?
Actually, I never talked about all the celebrities I met.
Oh yeah, tell us.
Met Rory Best.
Oh, that was oh, you were a gorgeous couple.
Everyone said so.
No, gorgeous
He's
couple.
married
Did
with
you
children, though, raging.
Well, nothing ever stopped you.
A gorgeous man. Very tall.
Very
Like on the
tall.
TV, Rory's only a little
You need a man
scovy
that
up.
height really suited you. And wears a suit well.
Where's the, and I told him, I was like, Rory, have you been away? You have a great tan. He's like, no,
Great
that's
tan.
He had a great colour. He said,
Where
no,
was
that
he?
was Guilfoyle. He's a farmer now, sure.
Fulton
He's from up north. Guilfoyle, is that an area up north? He said, no, that's just Guilfoyle weather. That's all. And then, sure, who do we bump into?
Who?
In McCormick's. Gordon Elliott.
Oh, yeah.
David Pipe.
Are
Tom
these
Malone.
all-
Yeah, Gordon Elliott, trainer.
Trainer.
David Pipe, trainer, son of
Didn't know
Martin
him.
Pipe.
Right. Who?
Martin Pipe, they say one of the greatest
Son of
trainers.
Martin Pipe, okay.
He, Adam told me he made AP McCoy. He had over 4,000 wins.
Oh.
And ex-jockeys and everything else. Oh, Gordon Elliott though.
Yeah.
But we sat down at the table and this is McCormick's like kind of out, like McCormick's as you can imagine was absolutely rammed. And
Even on the Thursday, it's probably one of the bigger days as well.
Yeah. We sat down and me and the women and this, who I didn't know at the time, but I could tell he was a jockey. He had that stature, whatever, an ex-jockey because he was old. I'd say he was in his 40s, whatever.
Jockeys retire young enough.
Yeah. Well, Robbie Power was, he retired on Friday, Punchestown. He was 40. I suppose young.
Yeah, that's young. 40.
Yeah. But there was that guy, this ex-jockey was just having the crap being like, oh, move your, no room for us or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I stood around beside him and I looked up and I was like, now it's dark. And this was like even McCormick's like not well into tonight, but it's probably around 10:30. I was like, geez, you're the image of Gordon Elliott. He looked up, he's like, he's my brother. The jockey gave me a side eye. I was like, fuck off. I was like, it is Gordon Elliott. Like, who would you put me on Punchestown? Like, I thought they'd be all bundled away for their big, ladies' day.
That's their week, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm delighted for them though. But yeah, what you have for me?
What do I have for you? So we have Punchestown Heels of Terror gone.
Heels of Terror. Is that what you had written in?
Yeah.
You'd be putting in some, or
I'd be putting in
titles
little bangers. Just for the people, we won't watch it ourselves, but Vin Diesel has an audition tape on YouTube for Cats.
I'll watch it tonight.
I'd imagine it's gas.
Oh, you haven't seen it either?
No.
We'll watch it in our own
So
time.
we'll watch it in our own time. And
that's just a little tidbit for any of you listeners
I'd
that want
advise
to.
all our honey boos to listen to.
Yeah.
Like, big news, lads. Subway, have you seen the ads?
I have no idea where it's going.
So Subway, the diner, or the sandwich, foot-long maker.
Yeah. The fucking gorgeous restaurant, let's just say it.
Fucking 5-star Michelin. They have now, the marketing, lads, it's unbelievable, right? Unbelievable, seriously. They now give the option of putting your crisps on your foot-long for you. Crisps on, crisps off. Crisps on, crisps up. Like, isn't that amazing? I've been doing it all my life. I wonder though, I have a few questions. I wonder.
And I'll endeavour to answer them questions for you.
I wonder, do they give you the option of cheese and onion crisps, like Doritos?
I'd say
like,
you
have to. Sorry, never.
No.
I have to have a chili Dorito with my Subway.
Do they sell chili Doritos? You know, they have a very poor selection of crisps in Subway. I'll give them that.
Walkers usually and chili Doritos. Well, Walkers and Doritos. They usually have the blue, the cheese and the chilies.
I would imagine maybe you buy your 6-inch or your 12-inch sub and you shake it up with a deal. So you get your drink and your cookie or your drink and your crisps. And that's when the option would face
I would
you.
imagine as a business, they'd buy large crisps.
And they'd have a little segment.
They'd just have a little pot of them and they'd take a few handfuls.
Okay.
They're going to save money that way, aren't they?
Well, you're going to have
to charge for the crisps, but they're not going to use a full bag of crisps.
You're going to have to, and then you'd hope
come here, do you
that
want to
people
know my
would
Subway
still
order?
Yeah.
Do you want to know it?
Yeah.
You don't, but look, everyone out there.
I have a few. I can go either way.
Oh no, I have a cert, and you know what, guys? Thank me when you get it. So hearty Italian.
Yeah, I'll go for any bread. I'll take any bread.
I don't like getting too seedy. Hearty Italian is a staple.
Like yourself,
I go
though,
6-inch. I go 6-inch because
Missed that.
anyone what?
You're like, don't think I'm too seedy. I was like, you like yourself though.
Seedy enough. So 6-inch, because anyone that says you need more than 6 inches is lying. They're not doing it right. Okay. I know. If I was starving, I'd have foot long. But usually the 6-inch, and I go teriyaki chicken. Right.
Yeah, I did myself out with that though a few years ago. I think I haven't had a Subway in a long time.
Long last Thursday.
Sorry, I had one in Portugal.
Did you?
Yeah, on the it's the only thing I'd eat in the airport. Yeah.
Actually had one myself. Wasn't the same. They didn't have
teriyaki chicken.
Teriyaki chicken, spicy cheese toasted.
Spicy cheese.
Yeah.
Game changer.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Toasted. And then you get the lettuce.
Yeah.
Plenty of red onion.
No, I get migraine from red onion.
Oh.
You were just horrified. You're like, oh.
Onions don't sit with me very well, but you know what? I sit with them, and that's all that matters.
I love onions, but they give me off. Like even white onions.
Heartburn.
Oh,
I can't really.
Though.
Well, yeah, I love them, but they give me sore belly.
Do they?
Ball belly. So peppers, a few mixed peppers, and mounds of Southwest sauce.
We're not similar. We're not really that similar.
No, what do you go for?
No, I can do a few things.
Okay.
No, but as of
just
late,
give us your favourite. Just your favourite.
My favourite. Any bread. Normally, the cheesy bread, whatever, 4 cheese bread or whatever,
yeah.
or hearty Italian. My mouth's watering. Steak and cheese. Steak and cheese.
Really?
And then toasted, obviously. And then lettuce, tomato.
Do you worry?
I won't do peppers.
What do you know?
What else do we have?
There's a few olives in there.
No,
and
don't do any of
gherkins.
that. Gherkins.
Do you
Loads of
get-
gherkins. I know. I was
Oh,
waiting to
yeah.
add that in last because always like extra gherkins on everything and anything. If gherkins are on sale, I'm buying them. You know?
Tomatoes just make things soggy.
No, I like tomatoes. And then
But would you
on some
opt-
things. On some things.
You go sauce.
Oh, half light mayo, half sweet onion.
And you don't get headache, migraine from the sweet onion
No,
sauce.
like I love onion. Red onion just I don't think agrees with me.
It's not for you.
It's just very argumentative.
Same.
But
crisps on or crisps off, lads.
no, you know me now.
I'm
Off.
here for
I don't
that.
even put chips in it. You know that you put chips in a burger and
But
shit.
like this is my life, isn't
This
it? Like,
is you, yeah.
I literally get a burger from McDonald's and I
You
put
need
my
McDonald's to
chips.
start being doing. Do you want to add chips to that burger?
Yeah.
You'd be thrilled.
Yeah.
Just before we go any further,
What?
just while we're still somewhat on the topic, obviously we were speaking about Punchestown. We had a great night out. I went to McCormick's, went to the court, didn't go home till fucking after 3 o'clock. I was working the next day, lads. I made a executive decision not to take the day off after because I've too much on this year and they need to keep me days.
Yeah.
Now, thank God I got away lightly. Let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
But on the lunch,
You were craving something hard and fast.
well, I mean, you know,
You're hungover.
you're going to still class yourself having a hangover, even if you're kind of feeling okay. So I was like, lads, fuck this. I'm going to McDonald's for my lunch.
Fuck this.
Went to oh yeah, I forgot I sent it to you. Went to McDonald's and just from the get go, I was fucking raging. What did they not have?
No.
Soft drinks, lads.
No, that-
I didn't even want the food. I just
Close
wanted
the fucking store.
Close it. Close the store.
Do
it
not
shouldn't
have.
be.
It's like opening an eatery
It's
and
opening
not
a
having
chipper
the-
without potatoes.
and not having a toilet running. Like it's illegal.
But they didn't
No
even have water.
sodas.
They had no water.
No drinks.
No drinks. Milkshakes or teas or coffee.
Like who owns McDonald's?
You know, I don't
out
even
there?
like milkshakes when I'm in the fit of my health. Do you
Yeah,
know me?
Milkshakes.
Milkshakes
Or tea or coffee.
or tea or
They don't
coffee.
have water.
They didn't have any bottles of water left. Obviously, it'd been out for a while. Close the fucking business down.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even want the food. I just wanted the drink. You know, the
Yeah,
Fanta. Or
carbonated
the Coke
soda.
Zero when you're feeling a bit seedy.
You need a carbonated soda.
Like, I was absolutely disgusted. I'll never forgive them, honest to God.
So that was rock bottom.
That was rock bottom.
Right.
No, sure, I got the food then anyways. I sent
So
you
what
the
did you
picture.
get?
Big Mac.
Right.
Big Mac.
Yeah.
And
A few bites in.
like I'm just fucking raging as it is. You know, you imagine me now.
No
fucking-
drinks.
I'm,
Parched.
you can imagine me fuming.
Fuming.
Sitting there on my own fuming.
No, you're ready to fucking fuck them all.
Honest to God. And then just kind of quarter of the way in, I don't know what happened. It just flips off me. And I sent you the picture, lads. McDonald's just
Flips.
all over the floor.
Flips
I
off
just
you.
sat there looking at it for about 5 minutes. Didn't even do anything. I just sat there being like, I was so fucked off. Like,
You're just like,
didn't even want to them. Wasn't even the hunger was gone off me. I just didn't want to fucking mash
did
this.
you leave it there for the week?
There's loads of chips still in the fucking rail, and you know the way because when you get the food, or if I am eating my car, I'll sling the chair the whole way back. You know, on the
Yeah.
rails.
Yeah.
And they all fell down into those little metal rails, and they
Oh.
fucking can stay there. McDonald's chips, they're not going to decompose. They're there for
Well,
life.
they're there for life. Do you ever leave a McDonald's there for a while?
No, yeah, I've seen like the
grand.
fucking online footage or whatever. That
Not a
it
bother
just
on it.
never happens to it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to get that in.
Yeah, I was absolutely devastated for you. Like the McDonald's, like bad enough with the carbonated sodas, but then the McDonald's
What did I expect though?
just absolutely cartwheeled off your
I
knee.
can't believe they're allowed cartwheeled. No, it literally flipped. Oh, what a
lads.
fucking day. What's that?
This is a fun one as well, right? Did you see online recently in the last few weeks? Probably definitely going to be old news by the time it's getting out there. But
Let's just
they were making
take this. Everything's going to be old news
everything's going to be
from
old
now
news.
on, guys. So bear with us.
But they spoke about well, they're kind of ripping the piss out of woke mob, being like you know the woke kids of the
yes.
the internet.
Yes.
So the woke
You
mob.
don't have to explain woke to me anymore. You did before.
I did before.
And now, but I know.
Now you're in, right? So things have gotten so bad that the woke mob have declared war on Snickers to remove the dick vein from their bars.
The dick what?
The dick vein from Snickers bars.
Stop.
Like, do you not look at a Snickers bar and go, holy God, there's penis?
No.
Do you not?
No, not particularly, no. I
Awful
see
lot
like
of willy veins on it. Like, that's known. Do you know that's?
Did you make that up?
No. So, right, there was a whole.
I don't think half these stories you'd be making up.
There was a whole saga. Now I won't even read it out to you because it would take me a while. But there was a whole saga that this girl who has a podcast online posted this meme on Twitter. Posted this meme on Twitter and was like, "Woke mob be tripping trying to force Snickers," and like put this meme up forcing Snickers to get rid of the dick vein, and like she chemically enhanced. What's the word? CGI'd.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah, CGI.
CGI'd a smooth Snickers. Like, you know, got rid of the dick vein.
No, keep the dick vein.
And I mean, weird. The internet erupted, like going for it, like going
like
for all
love
these.
This.
No, like hitting the roof, being like, "This is a fucking joke. When's enough?
Oh, right,
like,
okay, sorry,
these
sorry.
fuckers can't even leave it."
She was being serious.
She was messing. So this is actually all a joke, but
Right,
she
okay.
started it, and like. I'll show you
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that for her, that she was having a laugh.
Yeah.
And like people took it seriously.
Oh, people took it so seriously. And look, Snickers dick vein. Snickers dick vein.
No,
leaked
I'm
to
never
her.
going to eat Snickers
Shit
again.
post behind the viral post after her tweet went viral, as well as a follow-up photo of an apparently veinless Snickers bar, which she says
Can we stop
she pulled from an
talking
old
about
Reddit.
veins and Snickers.
But hold on now. Juniper is your one's name. She's her display handle is transgender marks. Tweeted a doctored version of the news story with the headline "Snickers are officially caving and remove the world-renowned dick vein from the candy bar." As Juniper told co-hosts Brittany Spanos and EJ Dixon on Rolling Stone's podcast "Don't Let This Flop," the Snickers dick vein had been a meme for quite some time before her tweet, but she was inspired to post a fake headline after watching the right-wing media have a collective freak out over the candy company.
I love that she's ripping the piss out of everyone.
Ripping the piss. I'll try to get that. Lads, Google it though if you want to see what a smooth Snickers looks like. It looks crazy. Oh, it's not there. I'll have to go again.
Looks a bit limp.
Yeah. It's just, oh, there's it. There is it.
There's it.
There it is. Also, don't ever tell me that. Look at it weird.
It's weird.
Don't ever tell me that you've never looked at a Snickers bar and thought of a penis. You had to have you?
No, it's like never.
Where do I get this useless information?
Until you started saying veins and Snickers. Now it's all I can see.
Now it's all you can see.
Like this eating one next time.
No, I know. You'd be like that. Gobble.
Where's your Snickers got a big what?
Where's your Snickers? One bite, why? But yeah, really, really enjoyed that. That the whole place went up in.
Love that for her.
Love that for
Transgender
her.
marks.
Yeah. Will we get on to Johnny Depp?
I mean, I have nothing to add. I've really let myself down. Like this, I should be all over this.
Vicky, this is your
me.
lane. And don't
No,
feel like you're behind. You catch up in 3
but
hours.
no, tomorrow, Anya's after giving us, obviously, give me that good, I have it in the,
Do you know
in the
what?
notes anyways.
Like you can watch. I've watched some of those. What's the name of the account? In-house something.
in Habit in the House or something like that.
Yeah.
Look
it up there, whatever she said.
But basically, I'm so behind. Well, like when I say behind, I know nothing about this trial. But usually, I'm just so surprised by myself. House and Habit. Apparently is a really good Instagram account thread or whatever that has really good highlight reels of what's going on.
I can't recommend enough.
I have an hour tomorrow evening.
The Emily podcast. So
Yeah.
the Emily podcast, she's an attorney herself
Okay,
and a
love that.
lawyer herself. And I mean, like I went through a few of them stories on House and Habit or whatever it's called. And yeah, you're kind of just getting the
Surface level shit.
You're getting the surface level shit, but you're getting everything from YouTube and from social media. So a lot of it, you're just getting a little snippet of it, but you don't understand why.
Yes,
So
yeah,
last week, 2 weeks ago, we spoke about like it was just the trial was only kicking off.
So is it only happening in about 2 weeks? At the moment?
This is week 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay, so I can't catch up.
Amber Heard hasn't even been on trial yet.
So I need to put an hour aside tomorrow night and
Yeah.
get myself even kind of up to date, and then I'll get into the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
And start actually, like the girls are watching live streams and all now. I love that.
Oh, I'm in it,
It's
yeah.
like me 15 years ago watching Big Brother live stream.
But like
at 4 o'clock in the morning.
she even
watching people
explains,
sleep.
like last week we were talking about Johnny Depp losing the trial to the Sun newspaper in 2020,
Mm-hmm.
and people kind of thinking that was going to be a similar result this time because he lost against the Sun, so he's probably going to lose against Amber.
Yeah.
Until you actually listen to this Emily podcast, she tells you, okay, the reason he lost was because he had the Sun up for defamation of character. The Sun were actually going off information they got from Amber Heard
Yeah.
and from her magazine article that she released in 2017 as
And
well.
they never named him. Am I
They
correct?
did. They actually
Okay.
did. I think that's why he was able to bring them up for defamation of character. But defamation of character means that you're telling lies from information that you've heard. But the information they heard, which was secondary, was correct.
Right.
As in, it was Amber Heard lying, not them.
Okay.
So technically,
I get you, I
he
get
lost
you.
the trial, spent millions. But you can't call that defamation because they were relaying information correctly
That
to
they
what
thought was
yes.
truth.
So this trial is totally different.
This-
And
well,
when-
this is- this
obviously
isn't-
it's a total different thing anyway. But
Yeah.
I kind of like before I was informed, I kind of presumed, the 2020 trial against the
Surely
Sun,
it's going to be a-
yeah, sure it's
Yeah,
going to be
yeah,
a
yeah.
washout. Like, is Johnny not guilty? Like everyone kind of thought he was.
Is he up
But-
for domestic, like for abusing her,
So
or is it still just defamation?
it's defamation of character. So
And she's countersuing then.
Yeah.
For defamation.
Yeah, they're both suing each
So
other.
why all this-
She's suing him for she's a domestic violence survivor or something like that.
Victim or-
victim,
yeah, that
domestic
he-
violence victim. And
was
he's
abusive
suing
towards
her
her.
for defamation of
That's
character.
what she's saying. Like,
Yeah, but Jesus, just wild. Like Johnny Depp had an awful upbringing. Like really, really tough.
Really?
And it explains like he
so
is
they
just
go back. They roll it back. They start
Oh,
day dot.
this is intense. Like, do you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, they really scale it back because a lot of the claims that Amber and her team make are about his drinking and his drug habits.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not about to say that they're not a thing. They are.
Yeah, I've seen little snippets of him being like, "Yeah, I took drugs with this person," and the lawyer would be like, "Cocaine, pills," and he's like, "Yeah, cocaine, pills, this, that, opiates, blah blah blah."
Yeah, he was
Like, he's
addicted to
not gonna-
opioids.
Yeah.
Or what are they called? Opioids.
Opioids.
I can't remember. But yeah, the Emily podcast, because she's a lawyer, she gives in so much detail, like, and even her thoughts as a lawyer. She's
Yeah,
like, I
yeah.
don't know why this they didn't ask this question or go back in here and go back in there. Like, it's very interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know what I loved from today? I listened to week 2's because she
Recap.
does a brief. So I didn't actually watch any week 2 footage or anything like that. But so they got married in Johnny Depp's mum's house in whatever 2016 or
Yeah, I think so.
And this is where it all started to kick off, you see. So they got married and they rushed the wedding because his mum wasn't well at the time. They had it in her house, and on the invites, it had ceremony, dinner, drinks, and drugs.
Okay, great. Yeah.
No, like, I was
Does what it
loving
says.
that they literally put it down as it was. So
Yeah,
you're going to have a ceremony with us, you're going to eat some dinner, you're going to have a few drinks, and then we're going to have drugs. And a bit of dancing if you're looking. Like, isn't that just gas?
That is
Like,
fucking mental.
Like, in a few years' time, that'll just be normal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's just hilarious. Like, only in America, as they said, would you get an invite with the word drugs on it.
Yeah,
like, do you
yeah.
know what I mean? Come on over to my house. Drugs at 2.
Dinner at 2, drinks at 4, and drugs at 6.
Yeah, drugs before we start.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, like, that's just the lifestyle he lived, which isn't technically right. But like, the more you kind of delve in, the more you realise that there's a lot of loopholes for Amber, and I don't know how she's going to pull it back next week.
This is what I'm like. This is what all you want to see is like, no, when these things start, no one knows what happens behind closed doors.
No.
But you just love to see. You'd hope the truth prevailing, and you know, a lawyer's always going to be caught out. And if that's the case, like, I'm going to try catch up in a bit.
Yeah.
But everyone's saying like there's just so many holes, and she's catching herself out, and she's tripping up. And then the opposite about Johnny, that he's just kind of breezing through the stand, just saying it how it is. He's not like second guessing what he's going to say and stuff.
And all his
so like that, surely the proof's in the pudding, like, you know.
all his witnesses are really natural. Like,
Yeah.
you can tell
They're
they're
not,
not there to
They're not mentored or
No.
or like
and like, even their therapist. So it wasn't just her therapist; it was both of their therapists. Openly spoke about their sessions and seeing that she never had a broken nose coming into her, or never had the injuries that she's claiming.
they couldn't
And
stand by her
when
saying
they
that.
did couples therapy, it was always him leaving when she got irate and her dragging him back and wanting to get physical with him.
Wow.
So that the therapist under oath said
Yeah,
that. Like,
yeah.
in-
It's a jury trial, isn't it?
Yeah.
The jury are there and stuff. Yeah.
But you just don't know how the jury is.
Of course, and it has to be unanimous.
it. And
Like, that's how jury works. You can't have there's normally 12 in a jury, I think. You can't have like 4 jurors yes and the other 8 no and
They have
majority
to be
wins. It has to be
12.
unanimous. It has to be 12, and that's why it takes so long to deliberate and stuff. Like days,
I didn't know
weeks.
that. Like I thought,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a unanimous decision in the UFC means that like
Oh.
majority.
No, that's
of-
a split decision. Unanimous means all 3 are the same.
All 3 are the same, is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. So Katie Taylor.
No,
she was
they
a
don't
split-
all have to be the same, but they all have to be in favour of one.
Yeah, that's it. Oh
so
yeah,
like,
well,
you know,
that's,
one could
that's,
be a 10-8, the other one could be a like,
but they all have
a
to have the
9.
same outcome.
Yes,
so
yeah,
you
yeah,
might
yeah.
think he's
Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah.
innocent because of this, and I might think he's innocent because of that. But we're still,
But
same.
even if two of the judges score it in favour of you, let's say, and one of them in favour of me, you still get unanimous win.
no, it's split.
I'll
That's
have
what
to double
split
check
is.
that.
So if there's 3 judges, like Katie Taylor, 3 judges, 2 went in her favour, 1 went in
went to the
Serrano's
others.
favour. It's a split decision.
Right.
Because unanimous is if 1, 2, and 3 went all the
Went
same.
all the same.
Yeah.
I always thought it was a majority. Oh, maybe can you call it a majority win? No,
It's always called, well, unless like they call it something different. but-
majority decision. Maybe they call it something different.
Well,
in
they can
the- in the
maybe they
UFC.
call it a majority decision.
Maybe.
'Cause that's a split decision.
Yes,
because
yeah.
there is a
Just-
minority also.
just a different word.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of like the fact that the therapist's even saying like stuff in favour of Johnny. Like she's
So,
actually neutral.
Is
but
anyone
she's just giving honest.
expecting a massive turnaround with Amber going on the stand, or
Well, you
what's
just
the,
don't know
until they
how
go up
the
there?
jury are taking Johnny. As in,
Because they can't look at any media, like they're not supposed to, like they're under oath not to look at any media attention, not to discuss with anyone,
Yeah.
not to look at any media news. So like, yeah, like you said, you don't know what they're thinking.
and Johnny, like Joanne alludes to it, she's like, Johnny Depp is an amazing actor. And he looks so natural up there. And there's even times where he's explaining, look, they're asking him to relive a moment of when they had a fight. And he gets into it, hands and all. Do you know, like showing how she grabbed him or whatever. And she was like, I love that, because she was like, I'm nearly seeing his passion and like reliving it with him. But she was like, you don't know if the jury are taking that as good acting.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't.
don't know what they're thinking.
So although like most people are saying like Johnny's so good, blah blah blah, you just don't know how it's going to go.
Yeah.
And that's the thrill of it.
Yeah, I
Like-
need to get up to date. Like this is me. Like I just
Like this time last week, I was sitting here saying to you, oh, like they're both in the wrong. And listen, there was times where I've listened to
he'll probably
I've listened
admit
to
that maybe
footage.
he was in the wrong at times.
but he swears he's never put a
Laid a
hand on
hand.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, the only thing is, will the jury like consider, because they've both said it, there has been he said there's never been physical abuse, but emotional abuse is a thing that he spoke about a lot as a child. He went through a lot of emotional abuse when he was younger. So will they consider her as a domestic violence victim under the fact that it was all emotional abuse? Because it was a to and fro emotional
Yeah,
abuse
yeah.
constantly. Like their relationship was emotional abuse.
I just feel like there's no winners anyways, to be honest.
There isn't.
When you're in this
and especially
situation.
because they have to pare back like so much dark shit. Like the two of them need Jesus. Like, do you know what I mean? They do. But like, it gives me something to do. Do you
I know,
was in
yeah. I
there-
mean, that's why they call it showbiz.
I
This is
was in there on
entertainment news at its best.
I was in there on
know
a
their
Tuesday.
lives.
I know, it's terrible. It's their lives. But like, do you know, like when I look at him on trial, I just think of Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
who he is. That's
yeah.
his character. Like he even
I wonder
talks
do they-
about in Captain Jack in
Pirates of the
Pirates of the Caribbean, the time they were in Australia and she threw a vodka bottle at him and it smashed and severed the top of his hand, the top of his finger.
Good grief.
And she claimed that he chopped his own finger off, and he claims he didn't. But he tells about the time that he had to get his finger like CGI'd back on and
For the film.
in Pirates of the Caribbean 5 and all.
You do wonder,
and
like-
everyone has been like, can't wait to watch Pirates of the Caribbean 5 and never look at his hand the same again.
No, stop. You wonder, like, the same with, like, Heath Ledger when he was the Joker and stuff. Like, these people that get into this character so much, like, do they ever come back out of it fully?
Do you know that she was saying, Yvonne Emily was saying today, like she said she really felt like sad for him when he was talking about the time he was highly addicted to opioids. It was after he got an injury, a back injury, on Pirates of the Caribbean set, and he said the only place he felt he could be at like himself was on his island, his Caribbean island that he owns. Like, and she was like, yeah. To us, it's like, oh, God fucking love you, you have a Caribbean island. But
Yeah.
like, he has no privacy in his life. Like
None.
he has houses, he has all the money in the world, but the fact that he can't walk down the street and feel comfortable, like,
Or
it's a
even
bit-
not doing that. Like, he can't do anything and be happy.
No.
You know?
Like he said, the only place he felt safe was his own island. Like because
That's
of
very sad.
very
Very,
sad.
very sad.
Because obviously he was going through an addiction and he was probably paranoid through the high hills and he's probably drunk and stoned and God
Yeah.
knows what else. But like it is a really sad life.
No, but like I know
being that
people
famous,
like we'd be laughed about. We'd be like, like give me it and I'll try. But genuinely, like money cannot buy happiness.
No.
It can't.
No, and you really see it in this old Johnny Depp trial.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, he's not happy.
No, I feel like we are everyone. Like I feel like
Yeah.
everyone feels like they know Johnny now really
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
They know, everything.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I'd be balling with Johnny now on his opioids on his own island now,
Yeah.
not feeling safe. Like that is
Yeah,
a bit
yeah.
sad. But yeah, I think the whole world is gripped on Johnny and
no,
Amber.
please
and
God, now next episode I'll have more input.
I can't
I'm gonna
wait to
try-
hear from you because you would be in it.
No,
like.
I know, this is me
And
all
you'd be
over.
like, I'd be saying stuff and I don't be saying it right, so you'd be correcting me. you know?
No, I really want to get into and it's not just the surface level stuff. It's not the entertainment stuff. I love getting into like like that how the courts work
Yes.
and who
Like
when
the
and
plaintiffs.
when and who and how can you bring
Defendants.
somebody up and
Yeah.
how long and when does the cross examination happen?
But you
and
think
I love all
this
that
is
shit.
what Emily says is she was like, you asked the question, how many times can a lawyer say it depends? And she was like, it depends because like especially American lawyers, they've different rules for different states.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So many different
what might be wrong
jurisdictions.
in one state is right in the other
Yeah.
state, and like this is why
It's not like Ireland or
no, and that's why they say that the Sun won this the 2020 trial
Britain.
because it was in Britain, so it was
Yeah.
totally different to what his lawyers were even used to.
I told you I watched that Netflix program Autonomy of a Scandal.
No,
Did I not tell you it on the last episode? That was like a
think so.
courtroom drama as well.
all right,
Fictional, but it gave you kind of
an insight.
a brief insight. Just
English
there
or
were
American?
English.
Okay.
It was actually about like the fictional prime minister and the minister for. Did I tell you this? No. But it just gave a very brief like of how
Maybe
a
you
judge,
did.
jury, defence.
No, you didn't.
What's the opposite of defence?
Pla-
No,
plaintiffs.
plaintiff is defence
Defence.
and prosecution.
Oh, I was going to say assailants.
And
What are they?
assailants.
What are they?
Oh, is that like a criminal or like a?
I don't know, maybe. I'm going to Google it.
But yeah, I do love, and like my favorite book ever is To Kill a Mockingbird, which is obviously some partially a courtroom drama as well.
Assailant meaning a person who physically attacks another.
So criminal, but
The
close
police
enough.
have no firm leads about the identity of his assailant. Knew I heard it once.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just ticking Dick Fane stickers off my
Stop.
list here.
But yeah, I love a good and I feel like Judge Judy is on the whole time also.
Judge Judy's always on.
She is always on. She's given it up, hasn't she?
She's a bit of me.
Yeah.
So you owe the bitch money. Fucking pay her. Next.
Yeah, so that's what she's like.
Yeah.
Like your man's like, I did not do this, ma'am. She's like, you did it. You did it. And he'd be like, no, I have proof. You did it. Like she just hears
Goes
what
in.
she wants to hear.
Yeah.
And she gives the outcome that she wants
And
to
she's
give.
an actual judge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Like Double J.
Judge Judy,
Mm.
JJ. She was in Ireland. She did a speech in Trinity there a couple of years ago. Like she retired a good few years ago. She's proper like that. She's a judge. She's like degrees, probably a master's and everything
I'd
else.
say
And-
she'd no time. She looks like she never has time. She's
Well,
like,
she's on the Late Late
next.
Show. I think she's a character. She's a bit of a character. Well, you can imagine.
Do you
She's
know what she
definitely a
reminds
character.
me of? Remember your one from The Weakest Link? What was her name?
Anne Robinson.
Yeah, where's she?
There was another. I heard something about The Weakest Link there recently as well. Somebody was doing it. Rachel Riley and took over from Anne Robinson.
So she's gone now. List long time, is she?
Anne Robinson is gone.
She alive?
Sorry, was it Countdown? Yeah. Who's now the presenter of Countdown?
Oh,
Anne Robinson. That was it.
What is she?
I think Anne Robinson was going to do Countdown and Rachel Riley is obviously the numbers woman.
Oh.
But they clashed. Now, I heard this on the radio this morning.
Oh.
I could be thinking, definitely Rachel Riley. I think it was Anne Robinson as well because I was getting confused with The Weakest Link.
Let me
But
Google
they aired, yeah, they have aired some of them, but they have stopped filming them or something like that because they're getting a new presenter.
Anne Robinson Countdown.
Yeah.
So relieved after Anne Robinson stepped down as host of Channel 4.
Apparently her and Rachel Riley were at loggerheads.
Countdown cast so relieved because she
Yeah.
stepped down. Jeez, I remember now looking better than that.
How do they flip from countdown to 8 out of 10 cats does countdown? Because it's the same premise. You know, you have your numbers game, you have your letters game, but like completely different audience. Do you know what I mean? So can you I reckon Rachel Riley was getting wrapped up and with fucking Susie Dent and thinking that she was there sitting there with Jimmy Carr talking about willies and whatnot, and Anne Robinson's probably like stone faced stoic, like just being like,
Yeah.
oh. I'd say that's where the disgruntled.
I would love to have gone on the weakest link. Imagine me.
Would
and
you?
Yeah.
No, that's just general knowledge with no multiple choice, isn't it?
You'd be the weakest link.
Oh, I wouldn't be. Like even with the chaser, I'm not great at the cash building rounds.
No.
Do
Do you cripple under pressure?
No, pressure's for tires, Evelyn.
Well, so I heard.
No, I don't know if my general knowledge would be up to scratch to go on any show, to be honest with you.
No.
Some of them, do you know what I was saying the other day? All I do is actually watch fucking general knowledge TV.
And you know what? You retain none of it.
None of it.
Vice versa. Like, I'm the fucking
But
same.
like, I'd be fuming. I was watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire there the other day. Always a repeat. Never a fucking new episode of that on. It's always a rerun. And I'd be fuming.
Because you watched it before?
When they use a lifeline and I know the answer.
Oh.
I'd be like, you fucking thick.
You numpty.
You good for nothing. Piece of shit.
And there they are getting to the mill.
And they're getting these fucking scientific and solar system questions. And I'm like, just don't have a clue. But one question will go up and I'll know for certain. And they'll use a lifeline and I'll be... This is fucking... I hope they go around with fucking €1,000 now after using a lifeline. That I'd be
You'd be biting the bollocks off them. They're not even there.
Oh.
But come here, we'll finish on this, right?
We'll finish up.
We've been talking for hours, I'd say.
I'm going to bed, lads. 11:10.
I'm off tomorrow. You. So, just a little hypothetical, right? You get in a flight.
Yeah. Now easy now. I'm flying on Saturday.
Someone's in your seat.
Yeah.
And you're like, sorry. What do you say?
Like, hypothetical. This has happened to me.
What do you do?
You say, hi, sorry, you're in my seat there.
And they go, oh, this is my mum. I just want to sit beside her.
That's also happened to me as well.
And what do you say?
I think I was actually flying on my own, or was I with Emma Duggan going to Madrid or something? Yeah, I think it was actually with Emma Duggan. So it's happened to me before that someone's been in my seat, and when you show them, you know, I'd always double check, and they're like, oh yeah, grand move. Like, that's the only outcome I've ever had.
Okay.
And it's also happened that I was the window seat. Emma Duggan was the... No, sorry. I was in my seat anyways. No, I was coming up to my seat.
Right.
And there was a woman in my seat with a young child.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously her partner beside her,
Okay.
she was in my seat. And I said, I was like, oh, I think you're in my seat or whatever. And I could see they were starting to like...
Panic.
They weren't like, no, it's my seat. They were like, oh God.
Yeah.
But like, I heard the husband be like, oh, I think that's your, like, to his wife or his partner, it's you across the way there. And I was like, oh, is that you there? And I was like, oh, like, I'll sit there.
Right.
Depends on, these are all circumstantial questions.
These are all circumstantial.
You love that I get into it though and give you the play by play.
Yeah. So like...
You'd die. You'd rather stand than say something, I'd say, would you?
Oh, I'd sit on the floor. I just sit in the
Child.
jacks. I just sit in the jacks. Write it out. Where are we going? Dubai, grand. I'll be here for 7.5 hours if anyone's looking.
Shine along
Bring
the
my
walls.
iPad.
No, I honestly get
So
more.
I was,
I'm like this.
I
Yeah,
was
honestly get
listening
more.
to a podcast recently and they were flying somewhere and they said, they got on, right, and they were like, hi, you're in my seat. And they were like, oh, this is my friend. Do you mind if I sit here? And
No, if they were snarky about it, I'd be like, yeah, I do mind.
And they were like, he was like, okay, where's your seat? And she was like, oh, just there. And pointed him to a seat. And he was like, grand, still an aisle, fine. Sits down. 5 minutes later, someone comes up, sorry, you're in my seat, to him. After him getting moved out of his seat to a wall. She'd given him the wrong seat.
Right, of course, yeah.
And he was like, oh, sorry. So he has to go back up to you and be like, sorry, where were you sitting? And she's like, oh, not that one, in the middle or in the inside or something like that.
Yeah.
And he said it was just like he was absolutely fuming.
No,
because
that'd be the stage I'd be like,
he flies a lot, right? And he says the reason he picks the number seat that he picks is because he knows that if you put it too far down, this is a long haul flight, if you go too far back, by the time they're giving out food, you're getting the dregs.
Yeah.
They ran out of
yeah.
the roast beef. They ran out of the nice
Yeah.
bits. The paninis had gone to fuck. And he was starving.
Yeah.
So he was fuming, right? So the cart comes and he's like, hi. And they're like, we've shrimp salad left.
Oh.
Shrimp salad. He said he nearly fucking shoved every shrimp that he's
your
ever
one
seen up
nostril.
your one's nostrils.
No.
Shrimp salad.
I
He
mean,
said, do you have any crisps? like he couldn't eat who would eat shrimp salad from a plane? Like this is plain food. Like, do you know what I mean? Food. Plain food.
Yeah.
Like, no. Like, don't
Would you eat
insult
shrimp
me.
for €1,000,000?
No. And like, I'd be embarrassed if I was the flight attendants having to serve shrimp salad to
Some
people.
people like shrimp salad.
Like who? Name one.
My dad.
Jerry doesn't exist. He's fake. He's fake news. He would not
My
eat shrimp.
brothers, they all would. They all have shrimp cocktail. Shrimp salad is just shrimp cocktail.
No, that's prawn cocktail.
Shrimp and prawn cocktail are the same thing.
Are they?
Yeah.
No, they're not. Right. No, I'd never eat prawn for a million either, you know.
Shrimps are just smaller prawns.
Right. Smaller. Like market.
Like the maggot of the worm world.
Yeah. This is episode 46.
Thanks for listening.
Good
See
night.
you in a
God
fucking
bless.
fortnight or 4 weeks or whenever.
7 weeks. Carry a day.